Chapter 6: Markets Around Us. Traditionally, a market has been a place where sellers and buyers exchanged goods for money. The focus of marketing was all about distributing goods and services and maximizing profits. The needs and wants of the customer were not studied or considered. This is where the modern concept of marketing differs from the traditional. Sensing, servicing and satisfying the needs and wants of customers in a more effective manner is very much a part of the modern concept of marketing. According to this, customer satisfaction is the key to success. Marketing organizations compete to provide better customer satisfaction and thus win hearts and increase their business. Types of markets. Weekly market. A weekly market is so called because it is held on a specific day of the week. Permanent shops are not there in weekly markets. The next day they set up the shop in a different place. Traders set up shops for the day and then close them in the evening. There are thousands of such markets in India. People come here for their everyday requirements. Many things in weekly markets are available at cheaper rates. This is because when shops are in permanent buildings, they incur a lot of expenditure. They have to pay rent, electricity, fees to the government. They also must pay wages to their workers. In weekly markets, these shop owners store the things at home. Street hawkers. A hawker does not have a permanent or fixed place to sell goods. She keeps on moving from locality to locality. He is a mobile trader. On the other hand, a shop owner has a permanent place to sell her goods. Hawkers don't have to pay bills like rent, electricity, water, fees to the government, etc. But a shopkeeper has to incur all these expenses. A hawker stores goods at home while a shopkeeper has to keep a separate storeroom. A hawker has no need to hire workers because he is helped by his family members. A shop owner, on the other hand, has to hire workers. A hawker sells his goods at cheaper rates than that of a shop owner because he has no need to incur a lot of expenditure. A hawker keeps a small quantity of goods at his handcart while a shop owner keeps different goods in large quantity for sale. Shops in the neighborhood. There are many shops that sell goods and services in our neighborhoods. We may buy milk from the dairy, groceries from departmental stores, stationery, eatables or medicines from other shops. Many of these are permanent shops, while others are roadside stalls such as that of the vegetable hawker, the fruit vendor, the mechanic, etc. Shops in the neighborhood are useful in many ways. They are near our home and we can go there on any day of the week. Usually, the buyer and seller know each other, and these shops also provide goods on credit. Shopping complexes. We have read about two kinds of marketplaces: weekly markets and markets in our neighborhood. There are other markets in the urban area that have many shops, popularly called shopping complexes. These days, in many urban areas, you also have large multi-storied air-conditioned buildings with shops on different floors, known as malls. In shopping complexes, you generally get goods from big brands. Online shopping. Time saving. One of the major benefits of online shopping is that it can save you a ton of time. It can be done at home, in bed, in a car, between work calls, sometimes even in the bathroom. For a parent, time is the essence with little kids. The process of going to the mall can take hours, while the same thing can be achieved within minutes from your couch and smartphones. Especially if you have a working parents, stepping out of the house for shopping can be next to impossible. Hence, with online shopping, this can also be solved while shopping over dinner. Lucrative deals. E-commerce stores offer a wide variety of deals that one can avail. As are your parents constantly looking for quality yet inexpensive things, as children tend to outgrow clothes easily? Offline shops have offers going on only a limited number of months a year, while with online shopping, there are offers going on around the year like clearance sales, discounts, coupon codes, etc. that you can avail. More options. Online shopping offers a wide variety of options that offline stores cannot compete with. The internet is an endless place, making the options endless too. For every sweater your parents might want to buy for you, they can have 1,000 options to look from. This can help them make the best choice in terms of design as well as pricing. Ease of handling children. One of the hardest things of being a parent is dressing up that children and taking them into the outside world, all the while praying that they remain on their best behaviors. Children can be unpredictable. They need attention and care, something that is difficult to do while also trying to run from store to store buying their clothes. With online shopping, there is no need to dress up. You and your parents can just sit on the table and go through the clothes together. If you are as picky, you can also be an active and willing participant in choosing your clothes in a hassle-free manner. Easy returns. Online shopping allows for easy returns and easy delivery, with almost no charges if the size is too small for you. With one click, you can return it. You can also replace the size with the one you desire. Shopping has never been easier. Importance of a market. Marketing establishes a link between producers and consumers through traders. Traders buy finished goods from the producers and sell them to the consumers. They also take care of the two important barriers of trade, namely, the distance between the place of production and the place of consumption, and the time lag between production and consumption. What will happen if a farmer has to travel for days to sell his perishable farm products? By the time he reaches the place, all his goods would have rotted. Channels of distribution. There are many ways of distribution in the marketing process. These channels of distribution can be grouped into two broad categories: direct channels and indirect channels. Direct channels. When the producers sell their goods directly to the consumers, it is an example of the direct channel. No middleman is present between the producer and the consumer. There can be two types of direct channels: through traveling salespersons and through retail shops or showrooms. Traveling salespersons, the producers employ salespersons to contact the potential buyers. You must have seen salespersons coming to your doorstep and persuading your mother to buy products from them. In this form of direct selling, the salespersons tell the customers about the special features of the product and how to use it. Retail shops or showrooms, the producers themselves may also set up retail shops or showrooms in different localities and sell goods directly to consumers. You must have seen factory outlets or showrooms set up by companies. Some examples are Bata Shoes, Maruti Automobiles, McDonald's, Raymond's, etc. Indirect channels. When the producers sell their goods to consumers through middlemen, it is an indirect channel. There can be four types of indirect channels: retailers, wholesalers, wholesaler and retailers. Wholesalers and retailers, the producers supply goods in bulk to the wholesalers who sell goods in small quantities to the retailers. The retailer then sells these goods to the consumers. Agent, wholesalers and retailers, the producers supply goods in bulk to the agent. The agent in turn sells the goods to the wholesalers. The wholesalers then sell the goods to the retailers. The retailers sell the goods to the consumers. Chain of markets. A series of markets that are connected like links in a chain because products pass from one market to another. The products pass from the wholesale market to retail market and to the final consumer. Wholesale marketing. Wholesale trade refers to buying of goods in bulk from manufacturers or their agents and selling them to retailers and industrial users in relatively small quantities. Those who are engaged in wholesale trade are called wholesalers. They do not sell products directly to the consumers. A wholesaler is mainly involved in buying, storing, and supplying goods. He may also extend credit facilities to the retailers and undertake activities like advertising and sales promotion. A wholesaler also bears the risk of loss due to spoilage or damage of goods, change in demand, price fluctuations, and so on. Retail marketing. Retail trade refers to buying of goods from wholesalers or manufacturers and selling them directly to consumers. They generally deal in a variety of items. They do not have direct links with manufacturers as they purchase products from the wholesalers. They act as middlemen between the wholesalers and the consumers. Retailers may at times extend credit facilities to the customers, as in the case of televisions, washing machines, and other such items. In cities and towns, the retailer engages salespersons to assist customers in buying. Some retailers are now switching over to self-help services, where the customer can directly go and pick up the items he wants. Fixed versus flexible pricing. Most shops sell things at a fixed price, but there are shops where you can bargain and bring the price of goods down. In the case of fixed price, the seller charges the same price for a product from all customers. This develops the confidence of the customer on the seller. It also helps both the buyer and the seller as they need not waste time bargaining. People with weak bargaining power prefer fixed prices. In the case of flexible price, the seller sells similar quantities to different buyers at different prices. The final price is determined by bargaining. What are the advantages of this? People with good bargaining power can gain from this practice. Inequality and markets. We have looked at shop owners in a weekly market and those in a shopping complex. They are very different people. The trader in a weekly market has very little money to run the shop, whereas the other is able to spend a lot of money to set up the shop. Their incomes are unequal. The weekly market trader earns little compared to the profit of a regular shop owner in a shopping complex. Similarly, buyers are differently placed. There are many who are not able to afford the cheapest of goods while others are busy shopping in malls. Thus, whether we can be buyers or sellers in these different markets depends, among other things, on our buying potential.